We continue to follow breaking news. Hurricane Helene is gaining speed as it spins through warm Gulf Coast waters. Right now, the powerful Category 2 storm is on a collision course with the Florida Panhandle.
Mandatory evacuations are in effect. Meanwhile, millions of people in the storm's path are bracing for Helene to make landfall this evening. ABC Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee joins us from St. Petersburg, Florida, where she is tracking Helene. Ginger, I'm curious what you're seeing there right now. What's the latest with this storm?
Well, Eva, we've been obviously being just splashed by Tampa Bay. So right behind me is Tampa Bay, and we've had all day that offshore wind. So we've been watching this seawall get breached over and over again. And we're going to see more of that as the storm progresses. And this is with it, hundreds of miles away. But really wanted to focus in on the immediate threats. And that is tornado watches are going to be up throughout the day, all the way up to South Carolina, by the way. Georgia included too, Miami, Orlando, all in there. We'll see more of that as this storm gets closer and closer, so I'm sure those will keep expanding. But I also wanted to mention the #1 loss of life and property is storm surge. Here around Tampa Bay, we're expecting 4 to 8 feet. Fort Myers or Naples, it's more like 3 to 5. That's damaging, but 10 to 20 feet in, say, Cedar Key or Keaton Beach, all the way up around back to almost Apalachicola, they're warning for 10 to 20 feet of surge. That is like 2 stories of water being pushed ahead of the hurricane, and it comes up on land. It happens really fast. They don't use these words catastrophic and unsurvivable without real meaning behind them. We really hope people got out, because that type of water will easily take a home off of its foundation, guys.
Got to take it seriously there. I was on the phone with friends from Atlanta, and they're getting ready for the effects of the system as well. What's the latest for those who are further inland, like Georgia and the Carolinas?
Right. Well, that's the thing, is it's moving real quick to the northeast, and so it gets to that Big Bend, eastern panhandle late tonight. It's like midnight, but then it races across Georgia. So, DeMarco, you're right that anyone, say, Macon or Albany, Augusta, all going to see impacts from the storm, including Atlanta. So you see that cone kind of has Atlanta in the middle there. It's still a Category 1 hurricane as of like 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you'd see hurricane force gusts for a long time. It eventually turns back around the low pressure system it's kind of playing around with and hangs out around Kentucky. But let's focus on those winds. Here, we shouldn't see gusts much more than 60, 65 miles per hour. But where it makes landfall, you could easily have gusts 115 plus. And then it doesn't stop. It cruises. Look at Augusta with a 73 mile per hour gust at 5 a.m., 51 in Columbia, even Charleston having a 50 plus mile per hour wind. Take that, and then you add the flood threat, and I'm talking about like a lot of rain to an area that just got inundated, and you're going to have significant problems all the way up into the Blue Ridge Mountains.
And I heard you say that this is going to last for days. So how far is this impact going to be felt?
That's the thing. If we kind of separate the flood watches out, you're going to see flood watches as far north as Virginia, back across all of Tennessee. And you can really get a clear picture because the timing doesn't move much. It just hangs out for days throughout the weekend until early next week, when it finally gets pushed out back over to the ocean. But this one sticks around, but the worst impacts are really in the next 24 hours. By Friday night into Saturday, it's more nuisance, but you will see those downpours, even throughout Tennessee on Saturday into early Sunday, be really heavy at times.
ABC Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee, thank you so much.
Stay safe, friend. Thank you.